still there. So it's a give and take. And we're coming back with the biggest single component of the taxes that are paid and spent in California, paid for and spent. And I'll share that with you in the meantime. In the meantime, there's some components.
A new COVID-19 variant is being reported in the U.S. The Lambda variant has apparently arrived. The patient at Houston's Methodist Hospital was confirmed to be infected. Some people in Louisiana have been arrested for allegedly stealing more than $1 million through unemployment scams in California. In the National September 11th Museum is working to ensure the next generation never forgets about 9/11. The Never Forget Fund will provide educational programming to students and teachers on the history and impact of the 2001 terror attack. To take a look at your drive on the 5, we'll see Kfi in the sky next.
Well, it happened again. Mortgage rates dipped again. Chairman of the Fed hinted again about market uncertainty. The 10-year bond has fallen below 1.2%.
The government has enacted a program, though, that gives homeowners relief on refinancing their homes this very minute. It's called Refi Now, and millions of homeowners are eligible, even for the self-employed.
You're going to want to call True Mortgage at 866-33-FASTER or go to TrueNow.com right now and see if you qualify for this government program.
Here's the thing. It takes literally less than 5 minutes to see if you qualify. This program has one of the biggest government breaks regarding mortgage qualification guidelines ever.
Credit requirements have been loosened by the federal government. Rates have been reduced even lower. And like we said, even for the self-employed.
If you're a homeowner and missed out on the lowest rates or could not refi, this is your time. But do it today before the program runs out.
833-66-FASTER or TrueNow.com. True Mortgage, 833-66-FASTER or dial pound 250 and say the keyword True Mortgage.
It's not the size of the wreck that matters. It's the size of the check. In a wreck and need a check, iaccidentemployer.com. iAccidentemployer is the way to go. Call 800-720-0810.
Robert calling Esquire. Results may vary. No guarantee.
SoCal weather from KFI, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and highs in the 70s at the beaches to the low 100s inland. This report is brought to you by iAccidentLawyer.com. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, we make it easy. We've got a problem on the 5.
Yep, a bit of good news. Now, if you were listening last time around and headed this way towards the New Hall Pass, we thought it was North 5 up around the 14th split. It turned out to be North 5 right at Roxford. Sure enough, somebody hit something and then somebody got hurt, so we got mostly shoulder activity and the Roxford on to the North 5. The left lane of the 2-lane on-ramp is shut down, so just be careful getting through. Now back to the drive, it is a little slow from the 14-5 merge, but you'll see once you get past Roxford, things are pretty good. We came up to the San Susana Pass area, the 118 coming through Rocky. People were a little concerned about a lot of smoke hanging in the area. Don't see any active fire. There's some kind of a staging area. Perhaps a location shoot, I'm not sure what's going on, but there's no active fire, so don't worry about that. We'll find out what that's all about. And downtown Los Angeles, that's where we're going to beat feet for right now. Something going on around the west end of Santa Monica, around the 110 Harbor Freeway. More on that coming up. Injured in an accident, visit superlawyer.com. Jeff Barr, KFI in the sky.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Summer is here, and Audible is ready. Whether it's about road trips, or just a return to your daily commute. Stream bestsellers, new releases, great originals, and podcasts all in one app. Try it free for 30 days at audible.com.
Homeowners, as gasoline prices have soared over 40% since January, the Fed has talked about raising interest rates in the very near future in order to curb runaway inflation. Take advantage of these historically low interest rates while you still can. Call Interactive Mortgage now and get a 15-year fixed at a rock-bottom 1.75% rate. That's right, just 1.75%. And if that's not enough, Interactive Mortgage will even pay your title, escrow, and appraisal fees. A 15-year fix at a rock-bottom 1.75% rate, 2.03% APR. So what are you waiting for? Call Interactive Mortgage now at 844-371-CASH. That's 844-371-CASH. 844-371-2274. Or visit interactivemortgage.com. Windpoint Corporation DBA Interactive Mortgage. Equal housing lender. Terms and conditions apply. New clients only. Maximum loan amount set by county. Minimum FICO of 740 and maximum LTV of 59.9%. Rate quoted includes 2 points. All loans subject to underwriting approval, and not all applicants will qualify. Loans made or arranged pursuant to California Finance Law License number 603F938. NMLS number 302352.
I am one of thousands of women with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body. I am living in the moment and taking Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for postmenopausal women or for men with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy.
Be in your group. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
If you thought you missed the lowest mortgage rates in history, you're in luck. They're back. Mortgage rates are near historic lows again. So if you have a mortgage, refinance it and forget it. You'll never have to worry about refinancing again. Network Capital Funding is offering a low 30-year fixed rate at 2.25% with a 2.37 APR. Incredible! Network Capital has built a reputation for saving people time and money with our unique process that's fast, simple, and secure. Our 30-year fixed rate is 2.25% with a 2.37 APR. Second chances don't come around often, and you may never see these rates again. So refinance it and forget it. That's a 30-year fixed at 2.25%. Yes, 2.25% with a 2.37 APR. Call the experts at Network Capital right now. Call 800-500-1-HIT. 800-500-1-HIT. As in home run. Call now and save big on your refi. 800-500-1-HIT. 800-500-1448. NMLS ID 11712. Not licensed in all states. Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Licensed by the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the Financing Law. Number 603D787. An equal opportunity lender. Rights subject to change and may not be available at rate law. Discount points may apply. Subject to credit approval. Call 800-500-1448 for additional cost information.
This is Leland Smith, owner of Service Champions Plumbing, Heating, and AC, with another good deed for free. Our technician Brandon was performing a tune-up for a customer whose mother had recently passed away. It was actually his mother's house, and they were preparing for an estate sale. Brandon noticed his son was really struggling to disassemble a bed frame. It was too big for one person to handle alone, so it kept falling on him as he was trying to hold it up with one hand while unscrewing it with the other. At first, the customer refused Brandon's offer to help, so he asked, "Haven't you heard of our good deeds for free?" Actually, he hadn't, because it was his mother's house. So Brandon jumped in, lent a hand, and was able to help him finish the job in no time flat. Funny how a good deed for free could turn a big, difficult job into a quick and easy one. Let us help you too. Find us online at ServiceChampions.com. Service Champions, plumbing, heating, AC, and good deeds for free.
Tickets are on sale now for our 2021 iHeartRadio Music Festival, September 17th and 18th in Las Vegas. Billie Eilish, Cheap Trick, Coldplay, Dua Lipa, Florida Georgia Line, J. Cole, Journey, Khalid, Lil Baby, Maroon 5, Nelly, Sam Hunt, Weezer, special guest performance by Phineas, and more on the T-Mobile Arena Nighttime Stage. Get tickets now through AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
So if a guy takes a dump on your shoes,
You can't call the police on him.
if you get groped by a vagrant,
You can't call police on him?
you can call them, they won't come.
The vagrants and the crazy people have taken over the trains and buses. Now you know if one of them assaults you, run and get. No police.
Weekdays at 2 on KFI.
So that's Bill Halo here. Yeah, I'm back. Thursday, July 22. January? What is that about? Today is John Ramirez's last day. And in celebration, Jennifer Jones-Lee bought us all breakfast. And I want to point out I didn't. Although I did say goodbye to John once.
You gonna do it again? Kind of early.
Yeah, it's kind of early. And then we have our new guy, Tyler, who is with us. And Tyler, I will not be buying you breakfast either on your last day. Back we go. September 14th. It's going to be the recall election. Gavin Newsom, is he going to be tossed? And as you no doubt know, the election has 2 questions on it. That's it. The ballot has 2 questions. Do you want Gavin Newsom tossed, yes or no? If more than 50% of the voters say yes, then the second question kicks in. And it says, if Gavin Newsom is tossed, who do you vote for? And then there's a whole list of people. And it's not going to happen.
But I'm going to give a report card, and I am giving a report card about Gavin Newsom. First of all, the biggest hit is how he handled the pandemic. Although, you know, the pandemic is now coming back. Does that mean it's Gavin Newsom's fault? Because he was shutting everything down? I don't know. The biggest single component for our budget here in California is K-12 spending, education spending. And that is the biggest deal that we spend, I think, across the country. I mean, social programs. So what he has done is expand early childhood education because there's a ton of money in the coffers right now. Free school meals for all. Everybody gets free school meals. Yay! Although they're school meals. Think about that. The overhaul of charter school laws makes it easier for local school districts to block new charters. Why would local school districts block new charters? Because local school districts get paid per student per day. And they certainly don't want the students going to other schools, so the school district doesn't get the money. What he hasn't done is mandate ethnic studies in high school. You know, the political correctness, ethnic studies, he hasn't done it. He has not required public schools to reopen. He has increased funding accountability. So here's the report card, what he has done and what he hasn't done. California increases the green standard. I mean, we are the greenest state. Here's what he has done. He's banned future fracking. No more fracking. The end of fossil fuel use, eventually. California is at the front end of that. And if you don't think climate change is out there, have you seen the news about the wildfires in Oregon? About the flooding that is going on in the eastern part of the United States? About the flooding that happened in Germany? Because climate change is all over the world. It's not local. And so he is saying we have to stop the end of fossil fuels. And he has prohibited a pesticide, widely used. And of course, you know which ones those are. I don't have them at the tip of my tongue, but all you have to do is watch television for 10 seconds. He has not defended environmental rules against Trump. Nope, left those alone. He has not done much to prevent wildfires. Has not spent a huge amount of money, which for those people that are scared of wildfires, you think the state of California would just punch money down our throats. Funnel money into the system, because look at the wildfires. I mean, they're crazy. We are ahead of a wildfire season than we were last year, which was the worst year in the history of California. He has expanded Medi-Cal for undocumented residents, illegal aliens. He has boosted Obamacare subsidies. There is no single-payer health care, which I believe in. He has not lowered health care costs. He has enacted rent control, a little tiny bit, not very much. Of course, he's banned evictions during COVID. And here's the fun part about COVID. COVID is simply going to be part and parcel of our lives from now on, like the flu. Can you imagine during flu season, or because the flu is with us, no eviction? So what does that mean? There'll be no evictions ever. Because COVID is going to be part and parcel of everything we do. And so he hasn't met housing production goals. And we're talking about housing both for low income as well as homeless. He's not reduced the number of homeless people. Can't blame him for that. There will never be a reduction. And how he handled the pandemic. And he's gotten good reviews and bad reviews, depending on whether you believe that California should have opened sooner, whether you believe that the governor, like Governor DeSantis of Florida, Governor Abbott of Texas, are saying we're opening come hell or high water. Even as the Delta variant is roaring through the population of the non-vaccinated. Coming up, Steve Gregory and Venice's oceanfront walkway and the homeless. Wow, a homeless story. We haven't done one of those recently, have we?
This is KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
You think we've got all the answers? Well, we've got news for you, Chief. No, seriously, we've got news right now.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
It's got a name. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Doctors are calling the latest uptick in COVID-19 cases the summer surge. Some fully vaccinated people have been getting infected. Medical Director of Infection Prevention at Ochsner Health, Dr. Catherine Baumgartner, says vaccinations are the most effective way to stop the spread of the virus.
We are still highly encouraging vaccination because we know that's what's going to make the difference in this surge.
Nearly 162 million Americans are fully vaccinated. A mandatory mask order has gone into effect in Pasadena for public indoor use. The mandate went into effect this morning. People in the city will be required to wear a face mask whether they're vaccinated or not. The LAPD's Inspector General says a recent review shows 22% of officers failed to activate their body cam at the start of a use of force incident.
The report took a look at the actions of 262 officers involved in 53 cases of use of force and concluded 41 officers delayed activation while 7 didn't even turn them on. Inspector General Mark Smith told the Police Commission this week, while there were some gaps in performance, there was also full compliance. Since 2018, officers have been required to keep cameras powered on. Of 51 other cases reviewed, 33 officers in the field violated policy by not having their cameras on. Chief Moore says he's been slowly escalating disciplinary action for those who violate policy. Steve Gregory, KFI News.
People in wildfire danger areas around the state could soon get expanded homeowners insurance if they can't find a policy anywhere else.
There are people across the state where the FAIR Plan is the only option.
Deputy Insurance Commissioner Michael Sala says the court ruling that the California FAIR Plan offered more than fire-only coverage will help a growing number of more than 100,000 homeowners.
In the foothills, or San Bernardino, Lake Arrowhead area, or the Sierra.
He says things like personal liability theft and water damage should be offered.
It doesn't seem fair that my company non-renewed me, forced me to go to the FAIR Plan, and now it's selling me this extra coverage at an extra cost.
The FAIR Plan says it's willing to collaborate to find ways to increase options for customers. In L.A., Corbin Carson, KFI News.
A wildfire in Northern California has crossed into Nevada. The fire started by lightning near Lake Tahoe earlier this month, has now burned more than 43,000 acres. Authorities say more than 1,200 firefighters are on the front lines working to contain it. And Republican lawmakers are defending their right not to say whether they've been vaccinated. Co-chairman of the Republican Doctors Caucus, Maryland Congressman Andy Harris, says they don't have to discuss their vaccine status if they don't want to.
It's every citizen's right to choose to get a vaccine and then to choose not to reveal whether they've gotten the vaccine, just like it's your right not to reveal what medications you're on or what diagnoses you have.
Harris says Republicans believe in health privacy. Let's take a look at your drive on the 101.
Yeah, that's pretty good. She's just on us coming out of Calabasas into the San Fernando Valley. Not so bad at all, really, all the way to Encino. It's getting a little slow about Reseda Boulevard. I think they'll take that every morning. The westbound's a whole different story. We're still even on the westbound 134 coming through the local lake. It gets real slow around Coanga, going through the squeeze play, and then once you get on the 101, so all the way out through the 405 to about Reseda, and then some more slowing around Topanga, but not too bad of a drive. South 405, by the way, very normal here. Sherman Way up in Overdale. By the way, if you'd like to use southbound Boulder Boulevard, it's still in pretty good shape, 118 down to the 101. North Long Beach, a little bit of a problem to warn you about. Westbound 91 Santa Fe, that's west of the 710. A problem on the on-ramp, really causing the freeway itself to slow down, but west of that you'll be okay. And good news now for the westbound 10 coming out of East LA over towards the convention center. A problem in lanes has cleared. It was a truck with a flat tire, all gone now, just a little bit on the slow side. Injured in an accident, visit superwomansuperlawyer.com. Jeff Ball, AFI in the sky.
The highlight of yesterday's Dodgers-Giants game came early. Here's Chris Taylor in the bottom of the first.
And there's a fly ball to left field. Chris Taylor, 2 last night, 1 tonight. It's a 1-1 tie in the bottom of the first. Chris Taylor's 14th home run of the year. He has knocked in 53. Is there anybody hotter these days in baseball than Chris Taylor?
The Giants, however, rallied late with a 2-run go-ahead dinger from Wilmer Flores to secure a 4-2 win. The series wraps up today at 7:10. Walker Buehler will be on the mound. You can hear it live on AM 570 LA Sports or in HD with the iHeartRadio app. After a day off, the Angels are at the Minnesota Twins at 5:10. Andrew Heaney will start. I'm Wayne Resnick, KFI Sports.
If you've been injured in an accident, hiring the right attorney matters. Sweet James Accident Attorneys have helped thousands of listeners and settled millions of dollars each month. Accident victims are not just numbers. Their stories are real, just like this one. Before her accident, a Sweet James client enjoyed spending time with her family and living a normal life. Until one day her life changed forever and she was terribly injured in a collision. The insurance company wouldn't even cover her surgeries and medical bills. Thankfully, her daughter hired Sweet James. Her team of attorneys fought hard to make sure she was able to receive all the care she needs. Sweet James was able to settle her case for $5.7 million. If you or someone you love is ever injured in an accident, don't take the gamble. Call Sweet James. Every case is different, and they can't guarantee the outcome, but it's important to get an experienced law firm on your side. Call for a free consultation at 800-500-5200. That's 800-500-5200 or sweetjames.com.
Find the employees you need to get your business moving. Sign up with iHeartAdBuilder.com and create a custom radio ad to reach job seekers listening to stations just like this one. Get started today at iHeartAdBuilder.com.
Still loving those Solar Max panels, yeah?
I just wish I went Solar Max sooner. I'd be saving even more money.
Right now, you can get the Tesla 420 panels and power walls for $79.96 per month at 0 down.
Dial pound 250 on your cell and say